Claude has just launched Managed Agents, which can handle the memory, orchestration, and execution of AI agents natively. Today I'm going to show you how it uses MCP and how MCP is the biggest breakthrough in the AI tool calling. We are going to build a visual AI janitor using these MCP tools so you can see them in action right away. So let's begin. Building AI agents right now is incredibly frustrating because you have to code the entire orchestration loop from scratch. You spend weeks writing custom loops, setting up the memory layer, and dealing with massive token limits just to get started. But Anthropic has solved this problem. They've released managed agents to do all this heavy lifting, so you can run continuous AI loops on their servers. They have also introduced MCP servers natively, so you can connect their AI to local databases directly without polluting the context window. Using these same concepts, today I'm going to build an AI data janitor to understand how this tech works under the hood while using free local AI tools. You can think of Claude Managed Agents as infrastructure layer for your AI agents. This infrastructure layer will sit between the coding layer and your underlying AI model in your agent architecture. So instead of using bulky frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph, Anthropic provides a sandboxing memory execution loops built right into their platform. This means you can put the agents into production directly, whether for internal uses or you can directly give them to customers. This means the AI can run continuous tasks for hours, remembering the yesterday's work and execute scheduled jobs on a set hours. It turns weeks of setting up the complex infrastructure to just a few hours of configuring your AI agent. We are going to replicate this exact configuration using the Streamlit app from Python so you can see the agent thinking in real time. This MCP or Model Context Protocol is the secret sauce that lets Claude connect to your local files and databases on demand. This is just an open standard for connecting the AI agents to the external systems like our local databases and local files. So instead of passing a massive file to the LLM, which wastes thousands of tokens and also cause severe hallucinations in our model context window, but MCP acts like a secure tool bridge, letting the model call the specific tools only when it needs, keeping the intermediate data out of the context window. This saves you from massive token consumptions, which in turn increases the efficiency for your AI agents. We are going to simulate this MCP tool execution using our local Llama 3.2 model and show you how isolated tool calling actually performs. To set up this project, we first need to install Google Antigravity, so just go to antigravity.google/download and install the software according to your operating system. Then for running the local models, we need the Ollama software, which can natively run local models on your system once you download them. So just go to ollama.com and click on their download page to download the installer for Ollama. Next, we are going to use Llama 3.2 model from Ollama and its 1 billion parameter version, which can run on a daily use computer even without a graphic card. So just scroll down below and select their 1 billion parameter version. We are going to use this model because it supports tool calling, which is essential for our project. Because we want to simulate the MCP infrastructure, we need the tool calling in our local model. That's why we are using the Llama 3.2 version here. To install the model, you just need to copy this query, go to Google Antigravity, open the terminal and paste the query that we have copied and press enter. So this will install the Llama 3.2 model in your system. You can then use it as a chatbot or in your AI applications, and this will run completely free of cost without any token limits in your own hardware. So for now, I'll just exit the chat window by pressing Ctrl D, and then we are going to set up all the codes that we need. First, I'm importing all the libraries. Streamlit libraries to build the UI system for our AI application. Pandas libraries to do the data loading and processing. Ollama library to load the local AI model that we have just downloaded. Then I have defined MCP tools in this file, which will take a messy CSV data that I have and export a clean CSV after doing all the data pre-processing. First, I'm making this initialize clean data function, which will just check if the clean CSV path exists or not, and if it exists, then it will just copy the messy CSV into a clean CSV, and then it will override the clean CSV later on. Next function we have is the get data preview. So here first we are going to initialize the clean data function. If the clean CSV does not exist, then we are just saying that the error data source is not found. Then we are just going to read it and convert it to a string format for later data pre-processing. Then we are building this update cell function, which will update any value in the data frame that we have. So if our local model sees any cell with some incorrect data, it will just format it correctly and then use this function to update that data in the CSV. So in the input, we are giving the row index, which indicates the row which we want to update, then the column name which we want to update in that row, and the new value that we want to put in that cell. So again, we are going to initialize the clean data function and using the same error handling that we have done above. Then we are going to read the data from the clean CSV path. Then we are just checking if the row index that is given by the local model does not exist, then we are just passing an error. Same for the column name. If for some reason the local model gives some arbitrary column name, then we are just saying that the column name does not exist in our data frame. Then we are checking the old value that is currently there in that row and column, and then we are updating that row and column with the new value and saving the final CSV in the same clean CSV path, so it will be overwritten in the same CSV. Then we are just printing the success message that we have updated this row and column from old value to new value. Now here comes the MCP part. So we have defined all the tools that we need for reading and writing the CSV. Next, we need to define a protocol library that our AI agent can use to identify all the available tools that it has. So first I'm telling it that the available function for you is get data preview and the update cell function. Then I'm defining this tool library which is in the model context protocol format. So first we have the type function. The function name is get data preview, the description. So while defining any tool, you need to define all these parameters according to the protocol defined. So first you need to define the type of the tool. So here we have functions as the tools. Then the name of the tool you have to define, which is get data preview. Then you need to also give some description so the AI agent can know when and where to use this tool. So this tool just loads the clean data CSV file and returns a string summary and preview of the data. And then you need to define the parameters of this function. So here this function just takes an object parameter. So we have just defined the object type in the parameters definitions. Next we need to define the update cell tool. So again we are giving the type as the Python function, the name as update cell, and the description as modifies a specific cell in the clean data.csv file and save the changes. So the parameters type is object, and then we need to define all the different properties of the different parameters. So first is the row index parameter, which has a type of integer format. The description is the integer index of the row to update. Then we have the column name, which is a string format because it will have the name of the column. The description is the name of the column to update. Then the new value, which would be of string type, and the description is the new string value to place in the cell. And we are defining the required parameters, which is row index, column name, and new value. So whenever our AI agent uses this tool, it knows that it has to have these three input parameters in its function call. Next file is the main app.py file, which will define all the Streamlit UI elements. It will start our AI agent and pass on all the tools that we have defined in the MCP tools file. So that's why I'm importing the MCP tools file here. Then I'm importing the time library to track all the time taken for different tool execution. So next in the Streamlit library, I'm defining the main page, which is the wide layout page, and the page title would be AI Data Janitor. So I'll show you the preview of the final Streamlit UI that we have made so you can know what all the different codes are doing in the actual UI. So this is where the main title of the page goes, which is AI Data Janitor. Then we are defining all the colors, font family, and the general style of our page. So I've defined the different parameters that are needed for the formatting of the page, which is the background color, paddings, back border radius, font families that I'm going to use, and all of these parameters that you can keep as same. Then I'm putting a title AI Data Janitor, which you will see is coming right here. Then there would be a subtitle of Autonomous Agent powered by Llama 3.2 and MCP tools, which is captured using this st.caption Autonomous Agents powered by same Llama 3.2 and MCP tools. Then in the UI, I'm defining two column formats. So in the left panel, we will have agent console and the start cleaning button, and in the right, we will have the data preview. So that's why we have defined the column left and column right here. And in the column left, we will have the agent console and a start cleaning button, which is a primary data button. And in the right column, you will have the subheader workspace artifact, and you will have a data area which would be currently empty. Then we will have a refresh data function, which will update the data area with our updated data CSV. So we are going to use the target clean data CSV if the clean data exists. Otherwise, we will take the messy data because initially we will only have the messy data. So then we'll read whichever CSV is available, and then we are going to fill the data area in our UI with this data frame. So first we are going to initialize the data load by just calling this refresh data function, and then we are going to define the agent loop, which will fill the data using our local AI agent. So in the messages of the data, we are first defining the system instructions that you are an autonomous AI data janitor. Your goal is to clean the data set messy data.csv. The first step would be to use the get data preview tool to see the current data. Next, it has to identify the formatting errors like inconsistent capitalization, missed city names, inconsistent data formats in the join date column. Then it should use the update cell function to correct all these errors one by one into the clean file. Next, some general instruction I'm giving that be meticulous once the data is fetched time, provide a final summary of your work. Then in the user query, I'm just asking it to start the cleaning process. So this system instruction will act like the general instruction which the agent has to follow every time in its execution loop. Then in the logging area in the left panel in our UI, we are going to fill all the information. So first would be to initialize the workspace. We are going to copy the messy data CSV into the clean data CSV and refresh the data in our panels. Then we are going to start the agent. So using the Ollama model, we are going to use the Llama 3.2 model, give the same messages that we have defined above, and in the tools, we are going to use all the tools that we have defined in the MCP tools file. So if you again see in the MCP tools, we have this tools parameter. So we are going to give that same here. Then whatever response that we get from the Ollama model, we are going to pass on to this assistant message variable, and in the current messages list, we are going to append it. Then we are going to check if the assistant is right now calling any tool or not. If it is not calling any tool, that means the processing has completed. So that's what we are giving here, that if not assistant message.get tool calls, then we are just going to say that cleaning has completed and final response is this. Otherwise, we are going to execute the tool that the assistant message is right now giving. So we are first going to extract the function name from the tool function definitions, and we are going to check all the input parameters of that function. So from the function argument definition, we are going to fetch all the arguments. Then we are going to just print the function name and the arguments in our Streamlit UI. Then we are going to execute all these functions. So if function name is available in the MCP tools available functions, then we are going to fetch the function to call, and then we are going to pass the arguments that we have defined above and use the function to call. From that function, whatever is the response, we are going to pass on to this observation variable. Then we are going to again just print it, so just we can observe what is the response from that function tool call. And then we are going to append all this to the messages library. So the role will be tool because this is a tool function. Content would be the observation that is given by the function call, and the function name we are going to fetch from the tool function name parameter. Again, we are going to refresh the data because we have performed some updates, and we are going to use some 0.1 second delay between the different function tool calls. Then if we encounter any error, we are just going to say that this tool function name is not found. So at the end, if the user press the start button, we will start the execution loop of the agent. So now I'm going to put our AI agent to the live demo. So currently this is the messy data that we have in our workspace artifact. You see that we have different columns called ID, name, city, and join date. In name, you can see like there are some capitalization errors like John Doe OE is capital, but it should be J capital and D capital. Then in the city column, we have some spelling mistakes like the London column is incorrect here. In join date also, we have some formatting issues like one date is in this format, one date is in this format. So next I'm just going to use the start cleaning button. So now it is initializing the workspace and the agent has started. Now you see it is first calling the tool, which is get data preview. File name is messydata.csv. It is observing all the data columns and its values. And now the cleaning has completed by the local AI model, and it is given the final response. And it is saying that to proceed with cleaning the data, I will use the update cell function to correct the formatting errors one by one. It has given all the function tool calls that it has used. So it is using the update cell function. It is loading the current data. It is identifying all the formatting errors in the data. And then it is using the update cell on all the different cells that it is seeing as incorrect data. And finally, it is saving the output data in the clean data.csv. So now if I see the clean data.csv in my workspace location, I'll see that the John Doe is corrected. The spelling of London and Tokyo is also corrected. And all the date formats are also corrected in the final join date column. So you see from the messy data that we had, which has all these different formatting issues, the local AI model is able to use all the different tools that we have defined and correct the data by itself. So here you see the power of the MCP tools. We have not passed the entire data to the local AI model because in real life the data could be very huge and it can easily exceed the context window that we have for the local model. But if we just pass on the relevant cells that it has to update, then we'll not have the context window pollution problem, and the agent will also be able to do all the different cleaning steps perfectly and very fast also. So beyond data cleaning, you can also use this kind of a similar project for running autonomous agent loops for continuous data testing and quality purposes checks. You can also set these in long-running background tasks like auditing your AI or optimizing local databases automatically every single day. Enterprises are already using Anthropic's Claude Managed Agents to connect local files to the cloud APIs via the MCP servers that the Claude is integrated natively into its systems, so they can process their massive data cleaning workflows automatically. However, building this natively on the Anthropic Claude Managed Agent server can lead you to privacy issues and cause it a vendor lockdown, so you can later on find it difficult to switch models if you need. This is why prototyping your agent locally with local AI models via Ollama is perfectly for you, so you can test your ideas without any vendor lock-ins. So just to do a recap, we have built a fully local AI data janitor which can do autonomous data cleaning using Ollama and Streamlit. It is inspired by the MCP tool servers that the Claude Managed Agents is using right now. So our current project is managing the agent environments where our AI model is autonomously interacting with the local dataset using the tools that we have defined in the MCP tools file. It has an autonomous agent loop, so the agent thinks, calls tools, observes results, and iterates until the data is clean. Then for the MCP simulation, we have defined all the tools in this MCP tools file. We have defined a specific tool layer which has only the specific functions that the model will need, along with the strict validation for the input and output for those functions. And then we have a Streamlit dashboard which is a live UI which shows all the cleaning steps that the agent has performed on our CSV. The technical stack that we have used is Python for our core logic, Streamlit for building the UI, Pandas for data preprocessing and manipulations, and Ollama for running the local models. To set up the project, you first need to install the Ollama from their site and then pull the required Llama 3.21 billion parameter model. You can easily switch this model to some other parameter model if you have some bigger graphic card in your system. Then you need to install all the required libraries from requirement.txt file, and then you can just use Streamlit run app.py in your terminal to start the Streamlit UI. I've also put some basic working steps in this file, and all this readme file and the codes will be in the GitHub link in the description and pinned comments below, so you can get started on your own project using the similar steps. So just grab the code today and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.